Misty is kicking my ass so far today. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one, Stealth. I think FJ is the most interesting. But I can agree with you that Misty is the worst, not in terms of interest, but in terms of like enjoyment, I guess. Ugh.
Nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
It's also a new runner's worst nightmare.
Hey, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're itching to get on with our adventures.
I mean, to be honest, it can reset like quite a few.
Adventure away then. And while you're
Can easily
out
reset a runner from of any level.
why
I
don't
mean,
you make yourself
just look at me.
My darling
Every run I've lost
little
today has been
creatures
in
are plugged up
Misty,
here.
right?
Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you.
It's only
right
2 runs
there.
though. I'm not gonna act like I've lost loads of runs to Misty though. It's just 2.
Get out of here!
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean
Um,
took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me
Not yet, Dominic. I mean, I haven't been going for Lava Walk for that long.
single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe
You know,
it's your breath.
I think I've lost way more runs to
Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power set. If you can catch 200 pounds
Misty than I have
and then I'll let you
Lava
and
Walk
here
overall.
use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge? There are 2 types of good fish to catch. 1-pound fishies and 5-pound fishies.
You know, I'm super conflicted about ESA Winter because
20 pounds of good fish.
I really want to go to ESA Winter, but I also want to go to a GDQ, and you know, they've announced a GDQ now, and it seems like there are at least a fair few Jack people interested in going, so I really want to go, but I also want to go to ESA Winter, and I don't know if it's just like irresponsible to go to both, considering I'm like not employed. Like, I'd burn through so much of my savings at that point, attending both of them. Yeah, my last PB was with Lava Walk, but I hadn't been going for Lava Walk for that long when I got that. I've always been a deload guy in this category. I've always just done deload. I want to go to Winter. You know, if I just generally, I would always pick the ESA Winter over AGDQ. But the fact that I haven't ever been to an AGDQ or a GDQ in general, like, makes it a different conversation. Like, it's it's going to a GDQ for the first time ever, seeing people who I've never met, but who I might know quite well, like relatively. It's a hard decision.
Hold steady. You're almost there. Here comes a big... You did it! You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the powers that I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
It's just like, I do have the savings to go to AGDQ is the thing. Like, I can afford to go. Unless it's like gonna be way more expensive than I thought. But even then, I don't think it can be expensive. I don't think there's any way it's so expensive that I could not go to GDQ. But, you know, it maybe is just not, I don't know. I'm not in danger of like having no money after GDQ. It's more if I went to GDQ and ESA, I would definitely be down a lot. But like, I mean, I have to get a job at some point. So like, I don't know, using a lot of my savings is not necessarily a bad thing, because it just means I'll need to get a job, which I need to do anyway at some point. The A stands for awesome. Awesome games done quick. I think that was like the original name of the first GDQ event, and then they started doing them in the summer and called that SGDQ. But like, I don't know, it probably would be the more sensible decision, maybe, to not go to GDQ next year, and like, I don't know, like, make sure I have money coming in before I go to America. But again, like, if I have enough saved up, then why should that matter, you know? Why should I have to be employed to go to America if I have enough saved to go anyway? I don't know, it's dilemmas. Just can't decide. Which sucks, because I sort of need to decide relatively soon, because the sooner if I'm gonna go, the sooner I book stuff, the better. The cheaper it'll be, obviously. I can't wait until the last minute to go to America, because that'll just ramp up the price so much. Yeah, I probably will. It's just really hard to... God damn it. This should still work, even though that said Forbidden Jungle. Yeah. This is a lot of time lost, but... Oh, man. But my PB didn't get it either, so I'm not even gonna lose like much time. Yeah, this is my PB. There you go. It's Rebel. Yeah, that is the thing. Because I'm not employed, it means like I'm pretty much guaranteed to be able to go in terms of like timing. Doesn't seem like there's going to be anything that would stop me from going in terms of just otherwise occupied, you know. So it's just simply a question of money. Maybe I should just suck it up and look at what I have and make a decision just based on what I have. I know roughly how much I have in the bank, but I should just look and plan things out and see. And also, like, actually look at flights and see how much it's going to cost roughly. I haven't done that yet. I'm just, like, vaguely guessing that it's going to cost me, like, probably near enough a grand, if not more. Actually, I should probably be expecting it to cost more than a grand. It's not like I'm flying to Sweden, I'm flying to... God, my voice. I'm flying to America after all. Yeah, this is GDQ talk, The dilemma I'm facing is I really want to go to ESA Winter because I went to ESA Winter last year, and I would probably say I'm not entirely sure, but I would say I think it's quite possible that the ESA Winter last year, or this year, sorry, just gone, was my favorite event I've been to. Out of the 3 that I've been to, I think I would say I enjoyed the winter event more than both summers. I think I enjoyed this summer more than the first one. The first one was hard to say it's my favorite when I had to miss half of it because of COVID. Stuck in my room feeling like death. So it's not surprising. But even then, I would say I think I enjoyed ESA Winter this year more than summer. But just ESA Winter was just so good. And ESA Summer this year was also great. It just has a different... just has a kind of slightly different vibe to it. One of the main benefits of summer is definitely the weather, and the weather at this past summer event was not that good, so that's hindering my opinion of it to a degree. Like when you go to winter, you're not expecting it to be great weather. And I literally went, I think I did more stuff outside during ESA Winter. Like I did more like sports stuff outside during ESA Winter than I did this past summer. Because the weather was just not great. It wasn't that cold, but it was just raining a lot at this past summer, and I also injured myself. So I couldn't do disc golf, which is what I wanted to do. Whereas I tried disc golf for the first time at ESA Winter, and we went twice. Even though it was freezing cold and windy, we went twice. It was really too cold and windy to go, but you know, we were eager, we went. And then we also played football as well during winter. But then also, like, everything was just more comfy at winter inside the event as well. There's easily enough people, like, for it to be like exciting and interesting, you know? It's not like there's just a lack of people. There's enough people, but it doesn't feel like there's ever too many at winter. The only thing is we probably wouldn't be able to do stuff like we wouldn't be able to do stuff like the big Jak like team relay things we did with like 10 different Jak runners. Like we can't do that, but we could do smaller things, you know. And we did. Like we did the first ever team runs. Like the first ever team runs were at ESA Winter. That was good fun. Great, terrible birds. Yeah, Worms 3D, we gamed that as well. Yeah, you were, Chloe. I mean, honestly though, it was kind of wild even if you were playing for a different reason. It's more like there were just too many people on the, like, I don't know, it felt like there were too many people, so you spent most of the time, too many people on the size of pitch we're on. So like if you ever had the ball, you were just surrounded by a million people and you didn't know who was on your team. And there'd regularly be just like pile-ups, not literally pile-ups, but like group, like 3 or 4 people in very close proximity, like jostling for the ball. Just not something you'd actually have in like a football match very much. Not that it wasn't fun, but you know, it just I'm kind of unsurprised I got injured, although my injury was like totally unprovoked. So I only have myself to blame. Well, I can't really. That wasn't feasible to do, Rebel. I could not plan to go to America. I can make plans to go to GDQ in 24. Like the next AGDQ, I could not plan to go there until like now, because they just haven't released any information until this last week, late last week, you know. And even then, they haven't released like. It's the information's terrible. They're just like, we kept you waiting long enough. Here's an article written by somebody else that doesn't actually tell you anything except, oh, it's at this venue, or it's in wherever the hell it is, at this hotel, which apparently may have like 2 separate hotels or something. And then they just said like the date, and that was it. And then you go to the article says go to the GDQ website for more information. You go to the GDQ website and it has 0. It might have changed by now, but at least for the first 3 or 4 days after that tweet, there was 0, and I mean 0 information about AGDQ next year. It wasn't even in their upcoming events list. Like they didn't even acknowledge the event had existed. So like, I don't know how anyone's supposed to plan for that. Like, I can't book a flight when I don't even know it. I mean, I could book a flight to the right city, I suppose, because I know the date and the city it's in. I can do flights, but, like, I don't know, man. Just, it's irritating. How'd you get injured? Oh, I was just running after the ball way faster than I needed to, and I just fell over. Like, if when you just haven't like been, just haven't run for a while, and then you try and run as fast as you can, your feet just sort of can't keep up with your, with what you're trying to do, and you just end up like just falling and tripping over. That's basically what happened. So I tumbled and like bent my wrist back. So I basically sprained my wrist. But then I, like, when going after the ball, I ran into 6 Rock, and the same wrist that I sprained, like, impacted his, like, the back of my hand hit his elbow and it pushed my wrist back, like it bent my wrist again. So I basically had the same thing happen to my wrist twice. One from falling over and like putting my hand out to stop the fall, and the other one from just running into somebody's elbow. Which, you know, if you know anything about elbows, you know they are very tough bones. So yeah, it was it was not good, and I was genuinely worried that I would not be able to properly do my Jak 2 run. Luckily, from giving it a lot of rest and putting ice on it and such, I was able to get it good enough to where I could do my run. It's still not 100% even today. I'd say it's pretty much like 95, 99% now, but I wouldn't deliberately put a lot of strain on it just in case. And this is like a month later. A couple of weeks ago I could still like feel it to a degree.
The fire cannon gets pretty hot, so keep a lookout for jumps to keep you off the hot ground. I've also released several blue cooling.
Yeah, that's a good point, Rebel, to be fair. Maybe
Oh, and when you get across,
I'll have to look again. I'll have to look at the prices.
All
Alright, thanks, Chloe.
Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck.
But I'll have to look at the prices. Maybe I should just be sensible and just not go this year or this coming 2024, because yeah, they're just they've been too late on the information. Like, I understand they've moved venues, so they couldn't exactly announce it a year in advance, obviously. But I still feel like they've been way too slow with the information. I mean, they even acknowledged it in their tweet that they've, like, kept us waiting for long enough or whatever. But the reality is they're still keeping us waiting, which is just... Like, do they have a deal with the hotel like ESA does? Like, do you get a discount if you're there as part of the GDQ event? I have no idea. And if you do, how do you get the discount? I have no idea. Like, maybe this info's in their Discord. I'm not in the GDQ Discord. I guess that's possible. They post a link, and you click it, and you pray. Yeah, see, I remember that, actually. I remember people saying about how GDQ tickets sell out really fast, but how does that work? Like, they've announced the hotel, so can people not book hotel rooms yet? Is it just that they give you a link, and what does it do? Does it give you a ticket to the event and a hotel room at the same time or something? Is it, like, linked? So they haven't released that external link yet, I assume. Rebel is the point. So even though we know the hotel, you can't book anything because they haven't released a link to get the discount. So you could technically book a room, but you would just be doing full price. So why would you do that? Yeah, it's just... I get it's not like it's next month or something. I understand that, but nah. Maybe I'm just too used to ESA, and ESA is a smaller thing, so like maybe they can, you know, they can afford to do this. They can afford to just give out information more ahead of time or something. They're also a lot more secure in their venue, right? Because they're just at the same place all the time. But yeah, what's up here? Are we back? It's green. We are back? Okay, yeah. I have no idea what that was. I'm just going to assume that was either a Twitch thing or a OBS thing, because I still was connected to chat. I never got like a disconnected from chat thing, and I typed and you know, you guys saw it, so unless my internet literally dropped for like a split, like a few seconds, and that was enough to disconnect me from OBS, and it just took ages to reconnect or something. But yeah, I just don't know. So yeah, if this PBs, I can't submit it because I am not local recording, so that's cool. I'm still going to keep going though, because whether or not I have footage doesn't stop it from being a PB. Chances are though, I'm just not even going to get Lava Walk anyway, so doesn't matter. I don't remember what I was saying, and I have no idea when it cut out for you guys. I don't know what the last thing you heard was. But yeah. Either way, it's a tough dilemma. And maybe the sensible option would be to just do what I definitely want and now I can do, which is ESA Winter. And maybe I should save GDQ for when it's not so short notice and I have a job. That's the thing though, is like, now that I don't have a job, I feel it's a perfect time almost, because I don't have to worry about getting vacation at the right time or anything. So there's like positives and negatives to this whole thing. If I was employed, I wouldn't feel insecure about the financial side of things, but I also would be less sure that I could even go. Man, I just need some more people to say that they are definitely going, and if they say that, I think I am just gonna go if I can. I just haven't had. There's not enough people that I know, like Jak peeps, or just speedrunning peeps in general, that I know are going for sure yet, to where I'm actually like gonna put money down. I guess I could book the plane tickets in a way where I can cancel them for a reasonably small amount of money. That would probably be the strat, if I just book them now. Because then what's the worst case scenario is I lose a little bit of money from having to pay for that, like, cancellation thing. I mean, you're avoiding a cancellation fee, but you're paying for that privilege, I guess. So it's like you're just basically being able to cancel a ticket without having to pay the entire price. I don't know what I'm talking about. But that's probably the strat. And then I just wait and see. They haven't posted this link about for the hotel or anything, so I guess I can't book that yet anyway. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that as well, Devil, to be honest. I already, when I came up with that idea, I was like, oh, this is great. Because I don't know what my other sub badges are, but I wanted it to be like a baby getting progressively more like irate, you know. And I don't know if I ended up doing that for the other ones, like the shorter sub lengths. But like I may add one where it's like the 3-year sub badge, but just like what do you call it? You know, where it's like got that red filter. The word escapes me at the moment. But I might like add like a 4-year badge where it's the baby crying, but just like deep fried. I think that's what I'm thinking of. I think this is a good bogey. It was. It's not actually a gold. I still haven't put in my actual gold there yet. My actual gold's like 2 seconds faster than that. 2 or 3 seconds faster than that. Okay, Paul's giving me the old bait and switch there. Remember how I said this run, it wouldn't matter that I can't submit it because I'm not going to get lava wall? Yeah, it didn't age very well. Yeah, I'll make that the 5 or 6 year badge devil. Baby going uncanny. It'll be fun. Nice. Definitely was pretty close to not getting that, but I got it. That's what matters. Okay. boosted just sent me the wrong way, but at least it didn't kill me or something. That was close. First try and it was quick. That's all I can ask for. That's... What was that? To remember I'm on 2 health. Not the fastest cycle I could have gone, but it's the safest one, so... Is that something? Nice. Dominic, you asked me a question about world record, but I was busy talking about something else and I never got around to answering it. Could you post the question again? You said something about world record in this category, I don't remember the question. Here's the cycle. That's a quad jump. What are your plans if you get world record? Oh, I don't know. I have to see what I feel like when that happens, if that happens. Because that's no guarantee. I don't know yet if I'm going to grind for it. I'm gonna stop playing this as soon as I stop finding it fun, you know? And I do mean that. So that could happen before I get world record. But either way, the most likely thing is I think the most likely thing is that I actually go and play Jak 3 All Missions. I've been having a craving to play that for a while now. So it would make the most sense to go and do that, I think. But honestly, there's a few different things I could do. If I'm looking in some different speedruns or old videos of this category, I realize more and more how good Aslov's world record is. Yeah, Aslov's world record is really good. You know, like when there's new world records, sometimes it's because of like new strats, new routes. But Aslov's run is almost certainly the best run there has been of this game in terms of execution. There are people who've maybe done better runs in terms of like for their skill, how good their run is, but his run is like the best executed run there's ever been in this category. I think it would be fair to say. not exactly a surprising take considering it is the world record. But, you know, I'm just saying, it's not always the case that world record is the, like, the cleanest or best run that there's been. That was sketchy, but at least I didn't fail it. Thank you, Sly. Oh man, I had a really good snowy in my... What, 505 is not like insanely good, but I remember that's a 505 without the 2 frames. So it was actually an insanely good snowy, I just didn't get 1 trick. My PB. So I really need to get this 2 frame. Otherwise I'm definitely losing time. Talk about putting pressure on myself. Nice. Not sure this is the greatest snowy, but it's gonna be good enough, I think. What is it looking like? I think I might save. I actually might save like a second, maybe under a second. Second and a half. Nice. It was not the cleanest snowy of all time, but getting that 2 frame was clutch. If I didn't get the 2 frame, just like in my PB, I definitely would have lost time. Like 5 seconds maybe. But I didn't, so I don't know why I'm even talking about it. I got the 2 frames, so... Just so shut up. I don't know why I'm saying anything. Do I go for Silo Hop though is the question. Don't think I want to. Nice punch, bro.
should be able to supply the heat shield with enough power to stand.
Oh no, I'm not going for Citadel
But the
Citadel
shield
Hop.
still has a limit. It will now withstand temperatures that
100%.
can
I just
even
realized I have
exceed
10
no
seconds of
So
time
keep an
save
eye on
in the
your
second to last split.
I don't want to think about what those temperatures would do to your zoomer. The
No, my
shield-
PB doesn't. I've never PB'd with Citadel Hop. I've never gotten it in a run.
What?
I've only practiced it and gotten it.
Hey, what about us?
I've gotten it on console and in open goal, but I've never done it in a run.
Look,
I've attempted
I
it
put
once
these
in a run and I
thermocouples
didn't get it.
into the tube, so you can use them to keep the temperature down. And don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Yellow Sage's lab. We're
So if I don't go for it, I'm not going to lose time or something. If that was the case, I would 100% go for it, because, yeah, I just wouldn't PB at that point if I didn't go for it. Having said that, I gotta not zone out here and like start doing it, because I'm not focused, because every time I've been doing lava tube recently, I've been doing it to practice. So you need to, yeah, grab those two and then keep going. Don't turn around or something. Also need to remember to actually shoot the oranges. Nice. The best oranges, but it was decent. Can't really complain. I also have to remember how to do lava tube on 2 eco. I'm used to doing it with 6, so I have to jump there. You don't jump there if you have 6 eco. It's actually kind of scary doing a lava tube with 2 eco when you're used to flying through it with max eco. Okay. Kind of lucky that I didn't just blow up there, but usually when you hit the side they don't kill you. Let's not fail 100 pause buffers, please. Stupid camera. Alright, that's 2 buffers failed. Great. Perfect. Okay, nice. Ooh. Pretty much have to get the last one frame if I want a 52.
Eco won't protect you now. You just won't finish them both off once and for all.
Why am I mashing circle? Stop fucking mashing circle, it doesn't do anything. That was just not a good attempt. No one frame.
Finish them both off once and for all.
Nice. That time I didn't mash it and I actually did my setup. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't think this is a 52. I don't think it's fast enough. I think it's 40 seconds from when he says light eco. So yeah, I don't think it's a 52. I think I actually might have needed 2 1-frames. Maybe I missed the fast animation in the second one. I wasn't paying attention. Just talking to myself.
Okay, fine. We'll save
It's
the
not a
world,
52 though.
but do it quickly before I change my mind.
But that's okay. It's just a very low 53. Oh my god. I actually looked at my timer like maybe I just got a 52, but no, it was a second off. I think I split a little early. So I think that's definitely a 53.01. Nice. Reminder though, guys, because my stream went down for like 2 minutes in the middle of this run, I can't submit it. So pog. Fun. And no, I'm not local recording. It's gonna be like one of the first PBs I don't submit in like 2 years. Because I can't. I'm still gonna like try and download the run, what there is of it, and like I'll splice it together and put it on YouTube. But
Daxter,
yeah, doesn't stop it from being a PB.
Don't worry about me, baby.
Even if I can't put it on the boards.
Big things come in small packages.
Honestly, maybe it was a blessing that it wasn't a 52. It would have kind of sucked if my first 52 couldn't go on the boards.
Samos, you may have been right about this one after all.
And Kira,
What kind of fish did this have?
An
An alright fish. Not exceptional though. So that's good. Yeah, I should be mad at myself for not submitting, but I have an excuse. I mean, I would submit the run if I thought it would get verified. But if anyone's doing their job, it shouldn't.
Who cares? Bring 'em
Should not
on,
get
we can
verified.
take 'em again, right, Jack? I said.
Thanks to GG's, guys.
Wow! Put it on ice, big guy.
Yeah, pretty good run. But like, it's not that. The run's not that insane or anything. Like, you know. So I'm happy with this because I know I can improve this run. Like, I didn't feel like this run was insane or anything, which is great because it just means I can be more confident and I'm gonna get a 52. I had a pretty good hub 3 though, we have to say. Spider Cave was a 448. That's pretty decent for a run. Snowy was what is that? 503. 503 is pretty good. Comguard's only a 5 flat, so lost a second or whatever in Lava Tube. Still lost some time in Citadel because I was failing goddamn pause buffers, but that's just what I expect these days. And to be honest, a little bit of a disappointing final boss time considering I got the last 1 frame and I got God Spawn. God Spawn light eco, but it is what it is. I didn't even get the waterfall boosted in on the way to Misty in this run. So like that's literally like 8 seconds of time save right there already that I will get every single run. So that's cool.